This video sheds light on the escalating humanitarian crisis in the Gaza Strip, following its division by the Yellow Line, a demarcation that has drastically affected the daily lives of civilians. Gaza, a densely populated and already limited geographical area before the war, has now become even smaller and more fragmented. This division, imposed under extreme conditions, has added new layers of suffering to an already devastated population. The Yellow Line, introduced as a restrictive boundary, separates regions and communities within the Gaza Strip, creating both physical and psychological barriers. Families are now cut off from each other. Access to aid is disrupted, and essential services have become even harder to reach. The limited space and movement restrictions have increased pressure on overcrowded areas, leading to further displacement and deteriorating life and other conditions. In this video, we document how this division has magnified the hardships faced by Gaza civilians. Entire neighborhoods are now inaccessible and relief efforts are slowed due to the difficulty in navigating these new boundaries. Hospitals and shelters that used to serve broader areas now find themselves overwhelmed, under-resourced, and struggling to respond to the needs of people who are increasingly confined. The embargo on Gaza continues to suffocate the economy, and the division only exacerbates the situation. Businesses that once operated across the Strip are now forced to shut down or function in fragmented zones, unable to move goods or coordinate efforts effectively. This has led to an alarming rise in unemployment, with thousands of people losing their jobs, especially youth and those dependent on informal labor. Unemployment in Gaza has now reached one of the highest rates in the world, within the destruction caused by war and the added restriction of movement due to the Yellow Line. Economic recovery seems almost impossible. People are left with no income, no stability, and very few options for survival. The lack of opportunity is not just a financial burden, it also deepens feelings of despair, frustration, and hopelessness among the population. The psychological toll on families, especially children, is immense. Imagine growing up in a world where your home, school, and access to food or clean water are determined by arbitrary lines of control. This video captures real voices from Gaza, showing how the division of the Strip has disrupted every aspect of life. As the world watches, it's crucial to highlight these untold stories from Gaza. The division of the Gaza Strip is not just a political issue, it's a human one. Civilians are paying the price. We call upon the international community, humanitarian organizations, and anyone who believes in justice to recognize this suffering and act. Subscribe to Gaza Stories Never Told to follow more first-hand narratives and powerful testimonies from the people living through this tragedy. Let their voices be heard.